What is good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Action Man. I'm back with another YouTube video. So today's video we're gonna be getting to, this is gonna be the only time I'm gonna address the situation. This is how police think David did it, and this is by, what's his name? D4vid Universe. I think that's how you say his name. If it's not, tell me in the comments how to pronounce it. But shout out to him. This is his video. This is the only time I'm gonna address the situation. I don't give a fuck about the media. I don't give a fuck about what's going on in the media. This is the only time I watch the media, is when I'm on YouTube and I'm watching it with y'all. So, how police think David did it? Do I think he did it? I don't know. Our world is very complex. Things are very difficult to show proof unless the CIA is on your ass. But when it comes to shit like this guy's a celebrity. I never heard of this guy until now. And apparently, he has been accused, like, I don't know how old she is. She's like underage or probably like 18. This girl named Celeste. And her body was found in the truck. If you don't know, this chick's body was found in a Tesla truck. No one's talking to Elon Musk about this, by the way. No one's saying anything to the Tesla company, like, why the fuck is this in your car? No, they're not doing any of that. We're going to go ahead and check this out. I'm kind of interested in, this is the only time I'm going to get into this, because I don't be getting such like this, but let's go ahead and dive in there.
So singer David has just been arrested for allegedly Celeste Rivas Hernandez, and he is going to trial. But what you got to understand is this trial ain't going to be simple. It's going to be a dogfight. Now, to understand why I said it, you got to understand what the police believe happened. Now, they charged David with 3 things, and these 3 charges are gonna tell us the story of what police believe happened. I need you to just wait and listen closely. Okay, look, first they charged David with Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Okay, then they charged him with seeing Celeste Rivas Hernandez while she was at an age that he should not have been seeing her at. If you don't know how old she was, look in the comments. Then they charged him with interfering with an investigation. Now, again, these 3 things tell us what police believe happened. Okay, what they say again, they said they believe that David Celeste, right? But something I forgot to tell you is they said under special circumstances, including lying in wait, that means kind of like ambushing, and somebody for financial gain. So what you can kind of guess from this is they're saying that David must have lured her to the crib, basically saying, look, come through to the crib, like, I need to talk to you real quick. And then her for financial gain. They said David also her for financial gain. What that mean? Well, that means that David must have been doing this to preserve his career. Okay, you'll understand what that means when we go to that next charge. Again, remember, they said David was seeing Celeste at an age that he should not have been seeing her. So what you can kind of guess is Celeste must have told David, look, you finna be exposed. You're seeing me at an age that you should not be seeing me. Maybe we having an argument or something, and I'm finna expose you right now. David said, oh, come through to the crib real quick. I need to talk to you, lying in wait. And then her for financial gain, because if he doesn't, she's about to expose him, his career's gonna be ruined. Does that make sense? Okay, let's go to that 3rd charge that we were talking about. David interfering with an investigation. What that means? So that investigation could be Celeste reporting him, saying, look, David's seeing me at an age he should not be seeing me. And him and Celeste, that interferes with an investigation. Maybe Celeste's parents went to the police. The police were investigating David, Celeste. That includes messing with an investigation. So basically what you can kind of infer is Celeste was probably going to expose David, and David her for it. But here's where things start to get wicked. Like I said earlier, this trial is gonna be a dogfight. And how you know it's gonna be a fight is because of the fact that police took so long to arrest David. That tells you 2 things. 1, the police evidence is not 100%. It's gonna be circumstantial. And 2, they wanted to make sure that that evidence they got can't be countered by David's lawyer so easily. What does that mean? Well, the district attorney basically said it himself. He said, look, we don't have David doing this right in front of a camera. We had to be in the mud with it. Like, we had to figure out all of the evidence possible. We also got to make sure all of the rumors and the false evidence gets disproven too, because David's lawyer's finna use that against us as well. The police chief slides in. He gets kind of defensive. He said, look, all y'all saying we was taking too long, this and that. Like, we was in the weeds. Like, we was in the mud doing this. Like, we was working hard. Oh, yeah, he wasn't getting that passionate, but like he was too passionate. He like, look, dude, like we took long because like we had to make sure all of our ducks were in a row. If 12 can't convince 12, then we lose. See, what a lot of people don't remember is, yeah, police are gonna have their case, no matter how clear that it may seem. David's gonna have a lawyer on the other side and say, well, maybe that's not as clear as we think it is, huh? For example, let's say the trial happens. The prosecutor said, look, David texted her right here saying, pull up April 21st. David's lawyer finna be like, how you know she actually pulled up? Okay, shoot. Do we got her on camera pulling up on April 21st? See, like, that's the evidence that they gotta search for. They said, look, we got her on camera pulling up in the area. David's lawyer finna be like, oh no, David never saw her that night though. Maybe she got lost. Maybe she went back home. How do you know she was actually there? Oh no, we got evidence that she was there from forensics and all that. Okay, what if they just had a simple conversation though and she left and then something happened to her outside? How y'all know David did it for real, for real? Well, we believe David did it for all of these other little reasons. You see, that's what I mean by a fight. They have to have the utmost proof. Because sometimes people be sitting there on a jury, it takes that one juror to be like, well, David's lawyer finna jump on people's doubts. He's gonna say, are y'all 100% beyond a reasonable doubt positive that David did it with all that? Remember, like I said earlier, she could have just left the crib. David didn't see her. Somebody else might have did it. And then the jurors start questioning themselves. And then all of a sudden you lose a trial. Again, police said, not this time. We're going to have a counter for their counters and a counter for their counters. So we'll see how good of a job police and the investigators did come trial. Now, something else you got to note is the little things that go on behind the trial so you can get the edge. This is what I mean. So this is actual police going into David's house. There's like 20 police officers that stormed in. This is basically police saying, see, David's pretty dangerous. Like, we really had to pull up in force. It's what police do to already try to shape the minds of people before a trial. An example of this being the perp walk. It shows police efficiency. It shows, look at this guy. He don't look like he an innocent guy. Like, look how many officers. Look at the stuff we have with us. You really believe he's innocent? Fine, but it's in the fact that they also said David might be getting the penalty. This can also be used as leverage in a sort of sense between the prosecutors and David's lawyers. They can say, look, dude, we can give him the penalty. What if we just remove the penalty, give him life in prison, and y'all just say David did it? This can go 50-50. Are you really going to bet your client's life on that? David's lawyer is probably going to be like, hell no, let's go to 9 yards, let's go for it. But it's just another strategy that police have in their back pocket. It's the fact that they charged him with these 3 things. They said, look, just in case we can't prove that David Celeste, the fact that he was seeing her, okay, that's probably going to go through, and he can get a lot of years for that. So no matter what,
like I said, this is the only time I'm going to talk about this. I feel like it's kind of jaded. This whole situation is type of jaded. I watch a lot of cop videos. I watch a lot of like detective stuff. I grew up watching First 48. I grew up watching a lot of investigation stuff, and I understand that these people, when it comes to investigating, surveillance is so, like, it's everywhere. Mind you, her body was in a Tesla. Teslas have cameras. I don't have a Tesla. I don't know how a Tesla specifically works. But what I will say is I have hit a Tesla before. I have hit a Tesla before, not with someone in it, but it still recorded me hitting it. So that shows to me that Teslas are, that tells me that I can assume that they're recording 24/7, right? If her body was found in a Tesla, why won't you just rewind the footage to see who put her body in there? That's one, right? You have proof that she went in there. Bro, detectives, the government, anybody, they can literally go through your phone and see, like, through your cameras at real time and past time. Legit. So I don't understand, why is it so hard for them to actually be like, okay, yep, he actually did it, instead of just assuming and just, like, I don't know. I'm kind of confused on it. Why is it like it's different? Because I've seen stories where people have killed somebody and they go inside the room where they're speaking to the detectives, and the detectives got all the evidence. Oh, we got your phone calls, we got your location coordinates, we got the recordings of you and that person through your phone at real time, and we re-footage, like we rewind it. Like, it exists, y'all. It exists. Surveillance exists. Like, it's so powerful to, right, like, at this time, it shouldn't be hard for them to find out if he did it or not. Like, right now, your phone is probably recording you right now. My phones are recording me right now. Not just from me doing a reaction, but from me just being here, you know? So surveillance is very big. So I don't understand why it's so hard for them to find out if he actually did it and stuff like that, when you can literally get the proof. They can literally get the proof. I don't know. It's kind of fishy. I don't know, but like I said, I don't get on shit like this. I really don't care about, like, I don't care for the media, because the media just really just, it plays whatever it want to plays, you know? It plays whatever song it wants to play because it wants to play it, you know? And it wants to just, I don't know. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this situation. That is it for this video, man. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, make sure you guys leave a like, comment down below if you got any videos, of any recommendations of any videos you want to see me react to. I messed up on that one, but yeah, shout out to XCV Universe for his video and stuff. And that is it till next one, y'all. Peace.